can't even finish the peppermint in my mouth. Good evening, y'all. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good people. How are y'all doing this happy and beautiful Sunday? Welcome to Sunday Spirituality, y'all. I hope y'all are doing well and that today is going fantastic for you, y'all. It is such a good day. It is such a good day today. Y'all come in, like the live, share the love. Come in, drop something in the chat that you're grateful for today. Y'all, today is going to be a good day. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see y'all. I got some stuff to told y'all. Great evening, great evening. Let me get my little notebook. Okay, so first of all, we're using some new cards today. Okay, y'all, I got two new oracle decks that came in. Come on, Sega said, I'm grateful for God. Hey, Jake Causey in the building. Good evening, y'all. Great evening, great evening, great evening, great people. Y'all come in like the share the love. Okay, thank you for that. Y'all, don't be judging me. I still got a peppermint in my mouth. Don't be no hater. Okay, look, y'all. Oh, let's do it. Okay, we're going to get to Prosperity Clarity in a second. I actually have two new decks, right? I have two new decks that came in. So I came and picked them up. So a lot is happening, y'all. Thank you so much for the heart pup, honey one. Y'all come in, like the live, share the love. I got some community that I'm gonna share with y'all. Oh man, y'all, the Lord is doing something. There's some great and amazing changes that are happening. So I hope that y'all join me on this new adventure, this new journey. Ask them. You seen it, didn't it? You seen it. Y'all, don't be no hater. I'm addicted to peppermints. Like, real talk. I buy like the gold. Don't be no hater. Y'all, I buy the big old stupid big ignorant bag. It's big and stupid and ignorant too, y'all. Bag of peppermints costs like $7 from Walmart. Don't make me pull it up there. I pull it. Y'all think I'm a lie, don't I ain't? It's in the little thing over there. Anyway, I'm back. I'm talking about what? Them decks coming in. Hey, my Jamila Neal, great morning or great afternoon, great evening, all that. I'm gonna be truthing up in a second. Y'all, you know how when you get to a certain point, you want to just go ahead and crunch it. That's how I do. Don't be judging me, okay? Listen, hello, dearest one. I'm talking about that bag so big and stupid eating. Can y'all see how my face done broke out? Don't be no hater, okay? Anyway, let me just tell y'all some stuff, okay? Let me tell y'all some stuff that is happening, okay? Y'all like the live, share the love. So can I give y'all some community? I be fighting. Look, be fighting the urge to bite it and do. Y'all know this is Sunday Spirituality. So we just go with the flow on Sundays. Hey, honey one, what you was doing? I ain't no grandmama yet, but you know, if that's what resonates in your spirituals. Let me give y'all some community real quick. I got to give y'all these announcements, and we gonna use a couple new decks. Let me show y'all what else came in though. But y'all will see these more tomorrow because I used them for the Monday motivational message. Okay, for the Monday motivational message. I got this morning's message as well. Come on, Genesis 12:1-3 at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh, this is so funny, y'all. This is so funny. The Lord had said to Abram, go from your country, your people, and your father's house to the land I will show you. Is anybody on the move? You better know that you are on the move, okay? I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great. I will bless those who bless you. Does anybody want to be blessed in this season? Is anybody receiving a blessing? I am receiving a blessing in this season. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. And all peoples on earth will be blessed through you, okay? So let me just tell y'all, first things first, whenever I start getting this, it's a move on the way. The Lord is getting ready to move me, transition me. He's getting ready to move me into something different. This particular time, it's a physical move. I can go ahead. The Lord has given me permission to go ahead and share the latest updates with y'all. Y'all know I had to transition and start moving into new platforms. So of course, make sure you tapped in with me on all of the platforms. Okay, I'm going to be splitting up Monday through Friday, because so what I'll do is do half of this morning's message on the spirituality for the message. I do half on TikTok and half on Instagram. So make sure that you give me a follow over there. Okay. The next thing is, y'all, the Lord, oh my gosh, it's been such a busy weekend. So the next thing that happened was Tarot YouniversiTEA. Okay, Tarot YouniversiTEA. This is the next move that the Lord has blessed me to create. If y'all go and look in the description box, click my link tree, my link in the bio, you can now go and join the TU app. Okay, the 336 Tarot and Oracle website is up and running. I did it. I sat down and I did all of it yesterday. I feel like I'm on repeat, okay, because a lot of this I did. Come on, John 10:10. This is the card, I want to say it's for Pisces. This is the card that came up for Pisces for tomorrow's message. But I sat down yesterday, and the 336 Tarot and Oracle website is up and running. So make sure that you go and subscribe to the website. Okay, 336 Tarot and Oracle. Make sure that you go and download the TU app. I'm going to leave the app free. Those of you who have purchased Tarot YouniversiTEA, you still get your ClariTEA Tarot Deck. You still have access, unlimited access and replays when we launch TU on 8/8. And the free and the bi-weekly ClariTEA coaching classes. That's what comes when you, and for the rest of the year, TU is going to be $66. Starting the beginning of next year, I'm going to change it to a monthly subscription. Okay, but for now, $66 gets you in there. Okay, gets you in there. So OMG, y'all, it has been a lot. It has been a lot that is happening. It's been a lot that's going on. Child, listen, these little people in, what y'all, hey y'all who's coming to join us for the word today. We are so happy, so grateful. Y'all like the live, share the love. So I'm telling y'all, there's transitions that are happening. Okay, so we finna see what's going on for this week. Let me turn that down. And I had to tell y'all, so make sure y'all go download the mobile app. The link is in the description box. Make sure that you go and join the TU community. It is free to join the TU community. Okay, so make sure you go and download the app and get in the TU community, get in the forum where we're going to be chopping it up. I've already been posting things in there, and OMG. Okay, so all to do it, like the live, share the love. Y'all, it has been such a great and amazing weekend. Like, the Lord is really doing something new, y'all. It's been a great weekend. There has been a lot of clarity that is coming in. Hey, Simply Unique Nim. There's been a lot of clarity. There's been a lot of understanding. The Lord been showing me a lot over these last couple of days, and I receive that. I receive it. So all to do it, let's get to it. Let's see what's going on. Hello, lovely Sonia Dim. Hello. So here we go. We have the moon that is coming in first. Of course, this talks about intuition, hidden knowledge, secrets. Told y'all, revelation. So this may be a week where a lot of things, a lot of information is coming in. That's why, because y'all falling, huh? Hold on, let me get y'all's life in order. Let me see if I get y'all together. Okay. There's a lot of information, a lot of wisdom, a lot, y'all, that the Lord has been showing me. So I feel like this week he's revealing the next step in the plans, the next step in whatever your blueprint is, whatever it is that he's calling you to do. You can get ready, okay? You can get ready to receive some information. I kid y'all not, y'all, it's been like so crazy. Something that I ended up having to do was just, y'all know, over the last couple of weeks, and this is talk going into stepping into these transitions that we have, right? As you're getting ready to transition, remember I said that the enemy will start trying new stuff. Well, that's what I feel like really happened. And I had to just ask the Lord to show me some things. Can I talk about that? Not yet. Okay. To show me some things, right? To reveal hidden enemies, to reveal things that I need to know. But I want you, before we go into that, I want you to drop this in the chat. I want you to give yourself some kudos, give yourself some credit. I had to tell myself, like, man, the things that used to trigger you, you just don't even realize how powerful and how strong you are in this season. How much the trials and the tests and the tribulations and the training, because that's a word that's been coming through a lot, is training. As you're going through different things and going through different experiences, you've learned how to deal with some people. You've learned how to deal with some things. You've learned how to not allow yourself to get out of character. You've learned how to not let things that would have bothered you in the past, like it speaks to how much the Lord has developed you. It speaks to how much the Lord has strengthened you, because baby, let me tell you something. I give myself some credit. I give myself credit for elevation. I give myself credit for this version of myself. Do you understand? Because it back in the gap, there were some things like I realized how much, like, keeping your composure, thank you Lord, like keeping your composure and really just not even allowing things to trigger you. Y'all, that's my honey. What's doing? Not even allowing things to trigger you, not even allowing things to bother you. As the Lord has, I've transitioned into something, child. Hey, child, I had to talk to you later, child. As the Lord has transitioned me into different things this season, y'all, I had a moment to reflect and just say, my God, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful now because I understand why he had to send me through some things. Look, can I talk about that, Lord? Period. Because this is the thing. The masks are off. Can we say, I know it, child, you better. You better. I'll talk to you Tuesday, okay? Listen, come on, Mimi. I celebrate the journey, y'all. I celebrate the journey. You know why? Because one thing for certain, two things for sure. In this season of my life, I'm no longer holding on to things that do not serve me. Now, so I made a post, something the Lord brought up to me the other day. I made a post and it talked about, it was like, sometimes people will think that you failed. Sometimes you'll go through something, or you'll quit something, or you'll let go of something. But I don't look at anything as a failure anymore. Do you understand? What can I tell y'all about this? Because this is the thing. When the Lord tells me to make a move, I make a move and I'm out. I don't question the Lord. And so as I reflect back on situations and things and experiences that I've had, I look at how did I benefit from it? How was it helpful for me? This last little round that I went through helped me to create some stability, not just within myself, but within my life. But when the Lord said it's time to move, it's no questions asked for me. I don't question the Lord. So some of you're getting to that stage where the Lord is like, listen, remember I told y'all last week, it felt like the Lord was like, he would show me some stuff, and then he was kind of like, now what are you going to do with the information that you have? When the secrets are revealed, when things that were hidden are now made evident, what are you going to do with the knowledge? What are you going to do with the wisdom? What are you going to do when you know? And I couldn't explain it all the way last week, but that's what I realized, how the Lord was kind of instructing me. Yes, obey. So the Lord, it was just like, now that you know, what are you going to do with the information and the wisdom that the Lord is giving you? Are you going to, it was like he was trying to see, now that I've shown you what you asked for, what you gonna do? And so y'all, it was some very easy decisions for me that I made, because the Lord has already shown me that there's a different path for me to walk. Now, some people will say, oh, you failed because you should have held on to this. Can I just tell y'all again, my cutoff game is Superman strong. I don't stay involved with anyone or anything that is detrimental to my well-being, to my mental health, to my physical health, and especially to my spiritual health. Do you understand? So when I start feeling like like my spiritual health is compromised, I'm out. And it's just that simple for me, because I don't play about the Lord. And so it's things like that. It's understanding when it's time, when things have run its course. Or is it time to go? Is it time to step away? When the Lord reveals information to you, it's up to you what you do with that information. I used to be that person where I would just keep like, well, let me just wait and see. Nah, if the Lord has shown me what I needed to see, it's a wrap. I'm gone. Message. Like, it's just that simple for me. Why? Because I know that if as this stage, as I've been transitioning, and as you begin to transition into different things, the Lord, obedience is a requirement. We're gonna talk about that more this week. But the Lord is just like, listen, now you asked for this. I showed you what you needed to see. What you gonna do with the wisdom, with the information? Are you going to continue to allow people to, you know, like, I don't even want to say that word. That ain't even a good way to say it. You got to stand up for yourself, okay? You got to stand, message. You're going to have to stand up for yourself, okay? You're going to have to stand up for yourself. So for some of you, the Lord is revealing information. It's going to be up to you what you do with the wisdom, okay? What else? Ooh, there go my honey. Look, justice. This is my son, y'all. This is my son. This was about a year ago. But anyway, karma. I'm telling you right now, you finna see some folks getting their karma. How do I, baby? Hold on. Wait a minute now. Anyway, karma, fairness, integrity, honesty, authenticity. Okay. I'm trying. Y'all heard me crunch a dick. Hold on, y'all. Listen. We ain't allowing people to play in our spirituals anymore. And that's on everything. That's on everything. Okay, I'm back. Truth, cause and effect, karma, reap what you sow. So I'm telling y'all right now, it did. It won out. I had to go ahead and don't be judging me. I had to go ahead and get rid of it, y'all. So it feels like this is, again, this is a card of truth. It's a card of fairness. It's a card of, or what are you going to do? Like, are you going to allow people to treat you unfairly? Not in this season, right? I just don't have time for that, okay? I've been through too many seasons where I allowed other people to dictate and control to me how I was going to move, how I would just stay. Can I just say this? I'm not finna let nobody just beat up on my spirituals. Like, what you're not going to do is what you're not going to do. I want somebody in here, again, to give yourself some credit, because you done came up, this what I'm saying, man. These trials, these tribulations, the Lord literally was like, we look at it as tests. We look at it as, oh my gosh, I'm going through some things. But do you realize how strong you are coming out on the other side? Do you realize how strong you are? Y'all, I learned some things about myself, man. In this last month, I learned some things about myself. There was a point in time. Can I just tell y'all, one of the things that I've had to experience or been experiencing in this last month was, I don't have to explain myself to anyone. Okay, like, I don't have to explain myself to anyone. I make decisions that are the best for me. I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to make you try to understand who I am. I don't have to do none of that. But in the past, I used to want to try to explain my decisions. I'm not doing that. Like, I just am not doing that in this season. And that was something that the Lord had to, remember I told y'all, testing. That was something the Lord had to get me right in my spirituals. He was like, listen, if you are the boss, if you are the CEO, let's use a company, you don't have to answer to anyone but God. You don't have to answer to anyone but the Lord. So as long as you done squared it up and you on the right side of him, that's it. And so I found myself being very proud of myself, because I realized that no matter how something tried to pull me out of character, no matter how much something was like, it was just constant, right? Just trying to, I don't know, it's like how do I say that? It's like, oh, I don't even know how to explain it, y'all. How do I even explain that? You get what you deserve. You get what you deserve, okay? And so thank y'all. You get what you deserve. And I said this in a video, and they're bringing that video back to me. Listen, I'm so friendly. I'm not disrespectful. I'm not going to be disrespectful, because that ain't in my spirituals, right? But don't think just because because this is the thing. Okay, let me explain this. Some of y'all, and I'm giving y'all this example of my own story so you can just look at your own life and see if any of these experiences are happening. I don't like when I know when something's not for me because it changes my energy. Message, it changes my energy, y'all. My ear just started ringing and everything. It changes my energy, and so I can only deal with that for so long before I have to move away. Because when you start affecting my energy, why? Because it's like a constant barrage of negativity and negative energy, a constant barrage of, you got the, like, you could be, you don't know what people dibbling and dabbling in, you don't know what they dealing with, you don't know what they got going on. But my thing is like, listen, I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time around that, because I've learned to appreciate my peace. I've learned how to still myself. And it was when I talked to y'all like about detachment last week, right? It was like me having to realize, like, I don't like being cut off from my heart space. I don't like having to be in an environment where I don't feel like I can be my normal self, where I feel like I got to keep a certain, and really the Lord did it, because I didn't really feel like I did much of anything. The Lord just gave me an instruction and I followed it. And so, but I also realized, like, I don't like to be in environments where I can't just show up and be who I am. Because, and the thing about it is, the reason you can't show up and be who you are is because I like to be around people who keep it 100. You understand? And I know that everybody don't show every side of themselves, but at this stage in life, y'all know too much about what I got going on. Y'all know just about everything that I got going on. I'm too transparent, I'm too authentic, so there's no reason for you to try to, like, if you want to know, you can go watch a video. Furthermore, you can just ask, because I don't really have any secrets. I don't have anything to hide. So when I feel like I have to try to purposely not allow myself to be who I am, it's not the right environment for me, because I enjoy just being my natural, go lucky, go happy, be like fun, having fun self. And I realized, when I realized I started having to like pull back and cut my heart, like cut off from my fun part of myself, it's those things that make me realize that you got to transition and move into something else. So this is about knowing yourself and not don't be afraid to cut things off, people off who don't bring out the best side of you. When when I'm too serious, y'all, I'm not having a good time, and it's just like, I don't like to live like that, because in this season of life, I have fun. I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy being who I am. And if I can't be myself around people, why? Because other people ain't coming from a place of integrity. That's a problem for me. And so, to understand this, I'll walk away from anything if it's making me have to compromise who I am. And that's just real talk. Like, I'm just not in that season where I'm trying to, nothing's ever going to be perfect, but it's some things it's just like, man, I don't have to deal with that for what? Not when the Lord has already told me something, I can have something better. So you have to, what are you willing to settle? Like, what are you willing to settle for, and for what reason? And I'm just not settling in this season. I'm just not doing it. Okay, so my piece is, so telling y'all right now, cutthroat, detachment, King of Swords, coming behind the Justice card. I'm telling you, judgment. Oh my gosh. Okay, they just told me to take this judgment card. So I'm telling y'all, this ain't everybody's message, but some of y'all, the Lord is passing judgment. I don't never give messages like that. Okay, like, I don't feel like it is the Lord, but I'm gonna tell y'all. Did I write it down? I can't even give the whole message, but the Lord been giving me the number 911. And so I looked it up, and it took me to Revelation. Okay, and then he also gave me a message yesterday that he's passing judgment. It's like some get out the way type of energy, because the Lord is passing judgment on some people, some places, and some things. Okay, especially if you, like we were just talking about, integrity. The Justice card, Libra energy, is about integrity, fairness, like things and people coming up against you. The King of Swords, it's about law and order, right? So it's like the things that were coming up against you. This is a lot of fairness energy. I feel like that's what the Lord is passing judgment on, and it's like karma. So yeah, some of you may be seeing some people get some karma, man. You don't even realize sometimes some of the things that you're going up against sense, but the Lord it's like he's stepping in, and I told y'all think it's whether you think I'm telling the truth or not, I'm telling y'all, the Lord, I felt like it was a block that the Lord put up for me. All he wanted me to do was go to work and work. That's it. Go to work and work. Don't everything else. It was just like, it literally was just the Lord. Like I can't even explain to y'all like how protected I was in different situations. And so, but the Lord he's getting ready to make things more fair, right? And that's why I told y'all, like, man, I wasn't even doing nothing. When I tell y'all I felt the Lord, like the Lord had his complete hand on me, and I didn't understand it. But he explained it to me, and I don't even know if I've seen, well, no, I talked to y'all, and I might have said this on one of the other lives. The Lord explained something to me the other day because I didn't have any understanding. And I was like, well, Lord, why? You know, I asked, because I be talking to the Lord. I ask him, like, Dad, I don't understand. Y'all, it's levels to this. It's levels to spirituality. It's levels to listening to the Lord. It's levels to hearing in the spirit. Some people can't hear in the spirit. Some people can only hear on the 3D plane. And so the Lord was showing me this past week. He was like, people will think, let me just say this, people will think you're not gifted because you won't put your gifts on display. You ain't jumping because I told y'all this. Just because the Lord is telling you, no, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to try to put your gifts or whatever on display. The Lord would not allow me to say anything, do anything. He said, go to work and work. And so I did that, right? And so but it was like the more, I don't even know how to explain it, y'all. The Lord just was like, oh my gosh, y'all. He just was so adamant with me about just go to work and work. And I said, okay. And so I did that. And then the other day I was like, well, Lord, why can't they hear the things that I'm hearing? Why can't they? Hey, my niece Booski, what you was doing? I was like, why? I was even asking Mama and them. I was like, y'all, why they can't hear y'all? And literally the angels came through and was like, everybody, they don't give access to they don't give access of them to everyone. Everyone hears in a different way. Everyone's on a different frequency, and we're going to be talking about that in a message this week as well, because the Lord put it on the calendar. Everybody, like you only tuned in. Everybody's not tuned in to an angelic frequency. Everybody's not on the, drop this in the chat, I'm on God's frequency, and that's a completely different level of connection. So the Lord had to explain it to me, because I was like, what is the deal, right? Like, what is the problem? And so he was like, and it comes back to either you are using your gifts the right way or you are not. It's just that simple. So I'm gonna stay on God's frequency. I'm gonna stay in alignment with the Lord, and that's why he was very adamant about making me handle things in a very specific way when dealing with certain people. And I'm grateful, because I'm just here to do a job. And so anyway, but it's like just learning about different situations, y'all. But again, it has nothing to do with anyone else, everything to do with me, because I just realized how much I've changed. Back in the past, I would have felt offended or affronted, but I'm like, baby, I'm just here to work. I'm just here to do my work, right? I'm just here to do what the Lord has asked me to do. And so that's just it. I hope that made sense to somebody. Because it doesn't really, at this point, it doesn't really matter. Like, I can just tell y'all, when the Lord told me it was time for me to go, I prayed. Let me just tell y'all this. Thank you, Lord, because it's like, I can say this part because it is what it is. This is not any hidden information, y'all. When you pray for something, the Lord will give you what you ask for. Okay. Y'all know that I was in a situation where I needed my car paid for. Like, I needed my car to be paid. And so the Lord blessed me with an opportunity to be able to get my car note caught up. My car note is caught up, right? And so as I'm talking to the Lord, and I'm just like, okay, Lord, what's next? The Lord said, well, I gave you what you prayed for. Hey, honey, I gave you what you prayed for. I put you in a position where you were able to get your car note caught up. But at the same time, y'all, what I ended up sacrificing was doing more of this, because I was going to work every day, right? And so the other day, y'all, I couldn't even have made it up the way that it happened. I was, just doing my regular thing, and the Lord said it's time to go. He said it's time to go. And I'm just like, and I remember I was telling y'all last week, I was like, y'all, I feel like the Lord is moving me. I said, anytime I start to I was telling y'all, but I didn't know what the transition was going to be. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just from me from TikTok to Instagram or something like that. The Lord was like, nope, it's bigger than that. Y'all, the Lord has transitioned me again. And I'm like, OMG, right? Because I don't be expecting it. But the Lord also gave me instructions, and I can share this with a lot of you. The Lord, come on, God, He's putting you into your territories. He's putting you in. You've gone through the training, you've gone through the trials, you've gone through the testing, you've gone through the experiences, and now He knows that you're strong enough to handle the next level. But you had to go through some testing. You had to go through some experiences to make sure, like I've been telling y'all, that you are prepared for where He's taking you in this next level. But for some of you, myself included, He's putting you in a place where you're going to rebuild, you're going to grow. Y'all know I've been praying for stability. Like, Lord, I'm ready to be stable. I'm tired of being nomadic. I want to be somewhere and put some roots down. I kept on asking the Lord. I was like, Daddy, it didn't feel like this is the place. I was like, and this is true story. I was like, this doesn't feel like the place where I'm going to put down roots. There was nothing wrong with the job. Don't misunderstand me. There was nothing wrong with the job, but I knew that it was not where I was going to stay. I just knew it. At first I was like, okay, yeah, I'm rocking with this. But then it was like after about a week and a half, I was like, I won't be here much longer. And it was dealing with everything that I thought that I wanted to deal with. But the Lord just kept telling, I just couldn't get comfortable. Come on, God, I couldn't get comfortable in the space. It was still this level of discomfort that I was feeling. And I was just like, man, the job was easy. Money was good enough for me to get my car caught up. Y'all know I bought a couple head wraps, and but I couldn't get comfortable, y'all. And so I kept on praying, and so y'all know I share things as the Lord allows me to share them with you. But I just kept saying, Daddy, I'm just not comfortable. Something just ain't resonating. Come on, the hermit. Something just don't feel like I'm at the right spot. And so the Lord said, you're not. So the Lord just would show me one thing. Like I told y'all, He would reveal, come on, the moon card, He would reveal something. And then He would be like, now what are you going to do with the information I'm showing you? And so y'all, the Lord, so at first I was just like, I'm gonna just thug it out. Thank y'all for sharing the live. I was like, hey Sandy, I was like, I'm gonna just thug it out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, because I done made plans, y'all. My birthday next month, I'm making plans with my children, like, oh, we gonna do this, that, and the third. And then all of a sudden the Lord was like, you gotta go. What, Daddy? Hey. And I was I was like, Daddy, I was like, man, I just got to the point where I felt like I was getting a little semblance, just a taste of stability. And I was like, okay, let me start looking for apartments. And the Lord was like, you got to go. And I was like, oh my gosh, y'all. And so I kind of told y'all some of this, right? I'm telling y'all, come on, first steps. The Lord said, but the Lord, y'all, I kid you not. Come on, God. I kid you not. The Lord made it happen so crazily that it was like, I knew that it was what I was making the right decisions. Let me just say that. Okay. But I was a little like, man, y'all. And I was like, well, Lord, I'm going to obey. I'm going to do what you tell me to do. I'm going to take the first step. And my first mind was, Lord, now I got to go back to waiting on the blessings, waiting on, you know what I'm saying, after being able to take care of myself for the last month or so. The Lord made me start realizing, He was like, but see, that's the problem. He was like, you started depending on your way to do something instead of depending on me to take care of you. And I was done after that. I was like, you know what, Daddy? You right. because once again, I had fallen back into the mindset of let me try to take care of myself. The Lord said that he was like, you asked for that job because you wanted something that you were going to be able to do to get your car note paid up. And I said, you're right, Daddy. He said, now you've done that. He said, now go do the work that I've asked you to do, not the work that you want to do. Go do the work that I have instructed you to do. I say, Daddy, I don't even know how to do that. He said, just take the first step. What's the first step, Daddy? Y'all, from the time I didn't even know I was gonna be off work on Wednesday. It was Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. I didn't even know that I was gonna be at work on Wednesday, or off work on Wednesday. The Lord said Tuesday is your last day. I didn't even know it until Tuesday night. The Lord was like, today was your last day. I say, what? No, he told me before. He was like, take your stuff with you, which I didn't really have anything, but he was like, take your stuff with you. It was a contract job, so it's not like there wasn't no big whoop. I wasn't there for a long, I was only there for a month, and it was contract. He was like, you're not going back. How did he confirm that? Y'all, when I tell y'all that my sister, who I hadn't seen since she randomly shows up in San Diego the other day, y'all, then of course my son is here visiting for the summer. And so I'm like, then on top of that, I had to come to San Diego to pick up this ClariTEA Tarot and Oracle deck. I was going to wait till the weekend to come because I knew I had 2 more coming. I knew I had Prosperity Clarity coming. And the Lord, when I say, he said, all signs are pointing that way, the Lord said, now go. Y'all, I was so outdone. And I ain't lying. I'm driving to San Diego and I was just like, well, you know what, Lord? I was like, it's got to be a reason that you're getting ready. You sending me, you like it. So what it was it? I needed to see my son. I was able to see my sister. I was able to pick up all 3 decks of my cards. The Lord starts saying, make your doctor's appointments. I'm not going to sit and tell y'all that this is the last stop because I don't feel like this will be the final. This may not be the final destination. This may not be the final destination, but I just said, well, wherever you sending me, Lord, there's a reason. But then he started talking to me about establishment. Okay. He started talking to me about establishment, and he's getting ready to establish you in your territory. This can be a job, it can be a physical location, it can be a place, whatever you could be moving. He's getting ready to establish you in your wherever he's going to send you. So just be prepared for that, okay? If the Lord is telling you to transition into a place, it's something better. He's getting ready to establish you in whatever the territory is. Just keep your... Okay, let's pull some more cards and let's see what else. I hope that made sense. Y'all, like the live, share the love. And as just in these last few days, y'all, I feel like my life is on repeat, okay? Because last year, it's been roughly a year. When I left San Diego the last time, and I went to LA, and then I ended up back in Texas, back to California, all of that stuff. Y'all, it's been like a year. And so I just started talking to the Lord. Let me just say this. So in these 3 days that I've been here in San Diego, right, y'all, the Lord has created 336 Tarot and Oracle. 336 Tarot and Oracle has been the website built up, running, okay? TU, the app, okay, he created a mobile app. Y'all, the link is in the bio. You have free access to the TU mobile app, the TU community. Make sure that you jump in there, download the mobile app. I'm gonna be doing some extra stuff in there. TU launches 8/8, and I was just like, the Lord, y'all, I say, well, Dad, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. And he say, just take this step, then this step, then this step. Y'all, you just can't even make it up. It doesn't make sense. But when I tell you, just remember the word establish, okay? The Lord is getting ready to establish you in a new territory. Now, is this going to be the last place that you are? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what the Lord, what you're asking for, what you're praying for. But when I tell you He finna establish you, and obedience is required. I've been saying that for the last week. He put it on the calendar. Obedience is required. So if the Lord is revealing things to you, we finna clarify the moon card. You got to trust it. Now, for some of you, this don't have to do anything with moving. If you have not been in that season of transition, right? If you have not been in that, like where the Lord is physically moving you from place to place, this may not be your message. For some of you, the Lord is physically moving you into a new location, and He's getting ready. And look, on the cut, Matthew 6:33, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. I'm telling you right now that the Lord is getting ready to establish. He's ordering your steps. He's getting ready to establish you wherever He may be revealing to you, like this new place that He wants you to go. What's crazy is the beach, y'all. I literally am sitting at the beach. I wish I could show y'all right now. I'm literally sitting at the beach looking at the water just like this right now. The Lord will He will send you to a place, and you may not even know exactly what you're gonna do, why you're gonna do, or what He's sending you there for. But baby, just go. Just go. Thank you, Lord. Wherever you sending me, thank you, because my goal is just to stay in alignment with God's will and purpose for my life. That's it. 5326, y'all. I've been getting that number so much. The number 326. I have it written down. So all I say is, well, Lord, whatever you wanted, because I told y'all I resurrendered some things. I had to let some things go so that I can make sure that I'm staying in alignment with His will and purpose for my life. Okay. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Bill collectors, okay? Promise to pay, running from responsibility, delinquent notice. I feel like the Lord, it feels like payment owed message. It feels like payment owed, okay? Y'all know I love the beach. Hey, honey. I saw somebody's notification just come in. So yes, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the website, 336 Tarot. The 336 Tarot and Oracle.com is going to be rerouting to the website, but right now just click the link in the bio. Make sure you download the mobile app and join us in the TU community. Okay, it feels like, can I also say this? I told the Lord this today. I say, Daddy, so for some of y'all, the first of the month may be important, but I also told Him, I say, well, Lord, whatever's going to happen, come on, Ephesians 3:20 at the bottom of the deck. I say, Lord, whatever's going to happen, it's going to be mighty and miraculous, and you going to have to do it, because ToShae ain't even got the ability to do any of these things. The Lord just be doing stuff. When I tell y'all that the Lord will make some miraculous stuff happen for you, it still is not even making sense. Okay. I just got it, didn't see where to download it. If you click the link in my bio, go to my link tree. It is the first one. It is the first link, and it will take you, and you'll have to go download the Spaces app on whatever platform you're on. You'll have to go download the Spaces app. I'm doing it through my website, so you'll have to go download the Spaces app, and then you'll get the link to join. Okay. Ephesians 3:20. Okay. Now Him, I'm trying to tell y'all. Now Him who is able to do immeasurably more. Can we just say immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine? Because I say, Dad, how on earth, message, how on earth am I going to? He said, you're not. He said, I just need you to go do and follow the steps that I'm telling you to follow, and allow Him to do immeasurably more. According to the power that is at work within us, to Him be the glory in the church and in Christ Jesus throughout all generations forever and ever. Amen. I'm trying to tell you right now that the Lord, if the Lord is causing you to transition, and I feel like all of us are in that stage, y'all, please follow these directions. We've been praying for overflow. We've been praying for abundance. We've been praying for open doors. We've been praying for opportunities. Don't miss it as a result of disobedience. So even if I don't know, Lord, I trust you. That just be my whole thing. Well, Daddy, I trust you. If you telling me to do it, I'ma just do it. Like, You got to do it when you don't know. Do y'all realize that the whole thing I was telling Lord, I was like, Lord, Daddy, because I had gotten to a point where I pay my bills, but then I had a little left over. The Lord said, do you think come on, God, do you think that's all you deserve? Do you think you have a little left over? He was like, no, I'm getting ready to make you abundant. I'm going to make you, it's going to be overflow. The little couple $100 that you thought you had left over, that's nothing to what the Lord is getting ready to do in your life. And your obedience is required. So I can't wait. As things develop, I will continue to share things with y'all. I'm telling you that the Lord, it feels like, especially if you've been obedient, you've been going through it, you've been down through there. Like I told the Lord, I had my little moment with the Capricorn full moon the other day. I said, Dad, I'm tired. I'm tired. I was like, and you hear this, like, don't get weary in the well, get well doing. I was like, Dad, I'm tired. I was like, some got to shake, and I be trying not to be impatient, but I was just like, Daddy, something. And then he was just, and he don't get mad. I was just like, Daddy, you got to show me something. You got to tell me something. Like, something has got to shift. And I just started praying, y'all, because I was like, something has got to shift, because this can't be it. Drop that in the chat. This ain't it. This, I don't care what you're going through, this ain't it. Because I told the Lord, I was like, Daddy, this ain't the promise. I was like, I'm ready to start seeing the promise. And the Lord said, step into what I told you to do, and you'll start to see the promise manifest. I kid you not, that's what he said. I said, okay, because my whole thing, I was like, Daddy, this ain't it. This is not it. This can't be it. This is not what it was. And he was like, step into the promise, step into what I told you to do. And he was like, you're going to start to see the promise manifest. Now, what is the promise? Everybody promised different. But for me, y'all already know, number one, I got to see my son, y'all. Do you realize that my son, come on, God, my son was one of the things that I had to sacrifice in order to go on this walk with the Lord. I don't mean sacrifice. I mean, I had to let go. I had to let my son go and stay with his dad and give him up so that I could be on this walk with just me and the Lord, y'all. I had to give my son up so that I could go on this walk and the Lord could get me right. And so this was my first time seeing my son in a year. Man. Like, y'all have no idea, like, how important that was for me. Even today, I was going to the gym and washing clothes, and I was like, Lord, because I asked my son, and he's good with his dad, but I was just like, Lord, please y'all think it's a game, but I'm just real about this. I was like, Dad, I just want a place to stay for me and my son. Like, that's it. I want my son. The whole time we were in San Diego before, y'all, my son never had a bedroom. He slept on the couch for 5 years. My son slept on the couch for 5 years. And I said, Daddy, I was like, put me in somewhere to stay so I have a place to stay so my son could have his own room. Because for the time that I was in San Diego before, my son, he never complained, y'all. He never complained. He's never disrespected me. He never said anything. He slept on the couch for 5 years. So, of course, when he went with his dad, he has his own room, his own bathroom. And I was just like, Daddy, I don't even want nothing big. They tell you not to pray for material things. No, I just want a room for my son. So that when he comes to visit, if he doesn't move back down here, because I even asked him, I say, son, you want to move back down here? And my son can't move anywhere because I'm not stable. Do you understand? So your promise, everybody's promise is going to be different. My promise is I want to give my children the things that they lacked because of my mistakes and because of the decisions that I made and the things that I put them through. You understand? And so that's why that's just that on that. Right? I want my children and it's not that I'm trying to repay them, but my children went through some things, y'all, because of the decisions I made. Do you understand? And so it's why I get up every single day and I do this work for the Lord, because I need my children to see that I am a different person now. I will sleep in a car in order to have to be able to leave the legacy for my children that I want them to have. Because they went through some things because I didn't have my life right. Do you understand? And I owe them that. They deserve that. They deserve that, and they're going to have it. So if that means taking contract jobs, if that means sleeping in a car, I'll do whatever's necessary so that my children will never be in this position. Everything that I'm doing is so that they will never have this experience. Ever. Ever. People, I told the Lord last night, I say, people always say what they would do in this. You don't know what you would do if you had to go through this experience. So please don't pass judgment on people's experiences, because until you experience it, you will never know how you will handle a situation. Some people, why you think they give up? But I can't, because my children have to be able to go through life and never have to experience this. You know, I wouldn't go to a shelter. So many people say, ToShae, why wouldn't you go to a shelter? Because even if all I have is my car, it's mine. It's mine. And my peace is so important. Y'all, the last couple of nights been crazy, right? This is so random. Last couple of nights been so crazy, y'all. Last night, I had to pray to the Lord, and I say, Daddy, what is the tactic that the enemy is what's he trying to do? I told y'all last week, I said, when he can't, the old things don't work, he tries new things. Y'all know what he been trying to make me do? He's been trying to make me fearful. The enemy been trying to make me fearful, right? And last night I was laying, and I'm hearing different things, and I'm hearing people outside around my car. True story, if you run up on this car, you're going to get okay? Now, it's a true story. I don't play about my safety. You understand? And so, but the Lord made me understand, but I refuse to be fearful. I refuse to be fearful. Don't play with Lucille, because she don't play by me. Anyway, so last night the Lord, and I started praying, because I was like, man, I ain't never scared. I was like, I ain't never scared. People, but just understand, y'all, like, we're all working towards a different promise, because we all have different experiences. And for me, this is so important. My walk with the Lord is so important, because my children need to never go through what I've gone through. Okay, so whatever your promise is, whatever the transition is that the Lord is taking you through, please be obedient, because you've gone through so much in order to get through this point. Okay, that was a ramble, that was a rant. I got in my feelings a little bit, but y'all, like, I don't play about being a messenger for the Lord. I don't play, like, I really am just here to encourage people in their own periods of transition, right? So when people, like, as I see different ways, this is not this, but you understand that at the same time, I was already telling y'all that I felt like I was cut off when I was when I was working at this job, y'all. This is the part of me that was cut off. This was the part of me that it felt like I was so detached, because I was having to protect myself, because people were not coming from a place of integrity. And I can't be like that. I can't be like that. And so that's when I tell y'all, so I'm sharing this because it's how you know. I know who I am. It took me a long time to, detachment used to be my normal energy, but it's not anymore. And I felt like I couldn't feel the way I was supposed to feel, but it was because I didn't feel like I was in an environment that was being authentic and being true. But I'm not, so I can't be, I need to be around people. I need to be in situations and around things that allow me to just show up and be who I am. Because I don't like to hide from anybody. I really am this person. Like, this is really me in real life. So if I can't be this person, then I'm not in the right place. You understand? I'm and that's just one of the ways that I know. But you got to know yourself. You have to know who you are in order to know what to walk away from and what to hold on to. Okay? And so I say, okay, you know, here I go again. The Lord say, just go create. And that's what I've done. And y'all, in the last few days, my freedom is back. My peace is back. My happiness is back. My joy is back. I've seen my son. I've seen my sister. I've seen my daughter. Like, my other daughter's finally, because she's bouncing back. Like, the enemy been coming at me and on things that I ain't even told y'all, right? But it was me recognizing, like, man, I got to be who I am. Whatever I'm stepping into, I have to be who I am. And if I can't be me, and it made me understand some things. I told y'all I surrendered the nursing thing, and I say, Lord, I say, if this is what I got to go through, I was like, then that ain't right for me either. But the Lord said, no, it ain't got nothing to do with that. He said, it ain't got nothing to do with that. He was like, you just understand yourself now. Okay. So just know that. Okay. The Lord is getting ready to do even more than what we can ask, think, imagine, hope, wish, dream. And then it's one of them, okay, I'm back. Like, that's literally how I felt. Like, okay, I was like, okay, dust your shoulders off. Like, okay, you know, I'm popping my neck. I'm like, okay, I'm back. Because I just felt like I had stepped back into my normal self, my regular energy. I was like, nah, this is, I got to be who I am, regardless of where I go, who I'm dealing with. Like, okay, I'm back. Like, it's just that, y'all. It's just that, okay? Anyway, what's next? Leap of faith, okay? I'm trying to told y'all, and the Lord gonna catch you on the other side. And he's going to catch you on the other side. Going on a new adventure, new beginnings, exploring possibilities, creating a business plan. Okay. I feel like that's what's happening. And some of us, this is clarifying the judgment card. I feel like that's what the Lord is doing. He's giving us our second chance, but you got to take the leap of faith, and you got to trust. I told the Lord this, y'all, true story. Cause you can't lie to the Lord. He knows I was like, Daddy, I was like, man, it felt good to have good to have steady income coming in, because now, of course, me taking this leap of faith is back to uncertainty. It's back to not knowing how things are going to work out. It's back to what I've already shown y'all that I've gone through. And the Lord got in my spirituals a little bit, y'all. He said, what makes you think that you're going back to what you dealt with before? And he said, that's part of my problem, is that I be thinking that it's going to be like it was before. And he said, do you think that he was like, before he had to train me. He had to make sure that I was going to do the right thing. And he was like, you're not giving me enough credit. And so the Lord will put a little check me in your spirituals. Like, he will check you in your spirituals. He did me. He said, if I'm giving you a second chance to go start over and start doing coaching again and start tee you up again and make sure, man, he was like, and you stepping into ministry, he was like, what makes you think that I won't take care of you? This is something that when I tell y'all the stuff the Lord tell me to work on, like, true story. And I was like, Daddy, you right. He was like, why do you keep expecting me? He was like, the reason you keep getting little blessings is because you expect little blessings. He said, you better start expecting. He was like, start expecting the blessings that you deserve, the blessings that I truly want to give you. I say, okay, Lord, like, y'all better talk like for real to the Lord, but you better listen when he talk for real to you. So I was like, Daddy, I'm expecting big blessings. I was like, I need a big blessing. I need a place for me and my son to stay. How it's going to happen? I don't know, Lord. But the Lord said, don't worry about no credit score. Don't worry about it. So I'm just going to sit and I'm going to wait and I'm going to do the work that the Lord has asked me to do. And I'm going to build. He said, if you're going to step into this full time, he said, show me. I say, okay, Lord. So you know what I did? Y'all, normally I record Bible ClariTEA on Sundays. Usually Sundays is my day to record Bible ClariTEA. Do y'all know that Bible ClariTEA is recorded? I recorded every Bible ClariTEA Friday all the way till next Friday, and then tomorrow I'll be recording for the following week. Like, I'm serious about this assignment that the Lord has given me, because I won't take my second chance for granted. I will not. It wasn't a failure, because it did exactly what I needed to do. I am so grateful for the opportunity that the job that I took for the month. I am so grateful for it, y'all, because it put me in a position where I'm not wondering if they're going to come repossess my car every second. Do you understand? So it was a blessing to me. It allowed me to get myself to a point where it's like, okay, nothing is wasted. Nothing is an accident. I prayed for that. I prayed for the Lord to put me in a position to at least be able to get my car note paid up. So when you pray for something, the Lord will deliver. He will give you what you pray for. So now your prayers your faith has to match your prayers. And that's the other, he was like, so faith is going to be importante in this season. Like, your faith and your prayers need to match. If you want big faith, if you want big prayers answered, you better have big faith. Drop this in the chat. I got big faith. Okay. So this is a second chance, and some of us are having to take a leap of faith. Do it. Okay. Do it, because we're not going to stay living the same cycle. We moving on. We moving up. We're moving into new. We're taking the first step. We're not going to be afraid. We're going on new adventures, and we're going with big faith. Okay. We got big faith. That's just it. I just said, Lord, I trust you. That's just it for me. Lord, I trust you. That's all I got. Lord, I trust you. Luke 6:38 at the bottom of the deck. Deuteronomy 8:18 up under that. And then I'm done. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. But remember, the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so it confirms his covenant, which he swore to your ancestors, as it is today. Okay, we stepping into these new seasons with big faith. Big faith. We're receiving big opportunities. We're receiving big contracts. We're receiving all of it. Okay, Luke 6:38 and Deuteronomy 8:18. Okay, we're receiving that. I got big faith. I don't know how it's gonna happen, Lord, but you know what? I trust you. I trust you, Lord. I trust you I just trust you, Lord, because I know I can't do it. And when the Lord started talking to me about, you need to have the same type of faith you had when you left everything and left San Diego and left everything to follow me. You're right, Lord. So I've stepped back into that faith. True story, y'all. I've stepped back into that faith, into just like, you know what, Lord, for me, y'all already know this. I know the Lord provides. Look at where I could have been compared. Believe it, receive it. Look at where I could have been. Come on, it's already mine. Y'all know I don't even really know the cards in this deck. It's already mine. Manifesting possibilities. Faith without works is dead. A dream come true. Telling y'all, man. Like, I can't make it up. I can't make it up, man. I can't make it up. Okay, so anyway, that's the latest in the ToShae story, right? In the ToShae Chronicles. As I'm on this walk, some of y'all might have marriage coming in, and somebody's gonna get a yes. It's some kind of yes that's coming in. So just know we're stepping into these new seasons, into these transitions with big faith, y'all. I know that I'm nothing. When I say nothing, I'm nothing without him, y'all. Nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't be nothing. I can't have nothing without the Lord. I can't be anywhere where he's at. I don't want to be anywhere where he's not. If he ain't there, I don't want to go. And if he ain't there, I'm not going to stay long. Believe that. If he ain't there, I ain't going. Okay, I ain't going. So that is a true story for me. That is a true to life story for my life. I'm not going anywhere where the Lord is not. And if I go and I find out that he ain't there, I'm out. I'm out. I ain't got time. And I don't play about him. I don't play about the Lord now. I'm not gonna deal with you. Nope, I can't do it. Okay. That's just a true story, y'all. True story. Y'all on the cut, you get what you pray for. I told y'all our prayers and faith gonna line up, and they gonna resources, the wisdom to create wealth. Told y'all divine instructions in the next steps. You get what you pray for. You get what you pray for. Okay, so believe it or not believe it, but when you ask for next steps, you're gonna get them. When you ask the Lord, what do I do next, he gonna show you. What you do with the information, what you do with the wisdom, is completely up to you, right? It's completely up to you. As for me, I'm just gonna follow the Lord's instructions. Type in stepped out on TikTok. They say the same thing. If the Lord is not there, I'm stepping out, period. Come on, Steel Pulse. Look, that's a song, stepping out. Because what? That's it. So that's what we doing. We stepping out, y'all. We believing. We believing in what the Lord has promised. We believing in it, and that's just it. If this is pursuing a dream, then pursue it. Take the first step towards it. Okay, Lord, this ain't my own personal mobile app, but it looked good to see a 336 Tarot and Oracle app on my phone. Because you can actually create like an app. Look, I just saw the Hierophant. Come on, God. Telling you, like, I can't make this up. China Doll said, I told myself to stop worrying. That give your cares over to the Lord, man. I just can't even worry about it. I don't have the space. I don't have the energy. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and just see what let the plan unfold. I'm back on that type of time. And I had lost that because I just had a little reprieve where I just needed to focus on work for a second. But now I get to focus on God's work, God's plan, his will, not my will, but his. That's it. I can't do nothing about what I can't do nothing about. And so I just wait on the Lord. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm not trying to force anything to happen. This season, I told the Lord that I'm going to allow things to come to me. I am surrender. Come on, China Doll, surrender. That's where I'm at, y'all. I'm just like, Lord, I'm not finna chase nothing. I'm not finna go out there trying to find it myself. Message. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just going to allow the Lord to bring in what's for me and just allow him. That's it. That's it. I went and found, well, I'm not going to say I found a job because I don't feel like I found it. I feel like the Lord blessed me with the job that I had because it allowed me to get done what I needed to get done. But I'm just like, okay, Lord, I'm going to just wait. I surrender. Told y'all. I'm back on I'm back in surrender status. Listen, I'm back in surrender status. And that's it. I'm back in surrender status. Okay. So that's it, y'all. Y'all know on Sundays we just go with the flow. That was the word that came through today. I got to get ready for tomorrow, see what's happening. Y'all make sure y'all tap in for Bible Clarity. It will be posted between 4 and 5 a.m. in the morning. Y'all make sure y'all go give a subscribe to the website 336 Tarot and Oracle. The link is in the description box. Make sure that you go jump in the TU community. Let me just tell y'all, I'm gonna keep the app free. Okay, the TU community, you'll have access to the forum where it's just gonna be like us chatting. If you've purchased and enrolled in TU, of course you get the ClariTEA Tarot Deck. Child, they is burning the herbals. Baby, them herbals is coming through the window. Child, y'all didn't. Oh, my bad. I had got side. Baby, them little herbals started coming through the vents and everything. I'm gonna get a contact when I'm back. Listen, if you have purchased TU, then of course the bi-weekly clarity coaching calls, the replay access, and we'll also be doing some impromptu lives for those of you who have actually enrolled in TU. Everyone else, you'll have access to the app, okay, and you can jump in the forum and talk and chat and connect on the app. You'll have access to that. But for those of you who have purchased, you'll have additional things that you will have access to that won't be the free, but the app is free, okay? You can download the app and join the TU community for the free, okay? So y'all make sure y'all join me over there. I'm also, because I'm going to be sending out push notifications. I'm going to be like, it's a lot, y'all. The Lord said you got a lot to do. It's a lot to do. So I'll be sending out. Oh, let me tell y'all this. If y'all know we're doing the money mindset challenge, and I kid you not, I feel like all of this is a part of the money mindset challenge as well. We're going to be starting over for the month of July. So make sure you get in where you fit in. Get in the TU community, because I'm going to be sending out a daily reminder, accountability, to make sure that we're being intentional. And we're going to be getting a daily card. We're going to be using the Prosperity Clarity Deck. Of course, if you do the Money Mindset Challenge, if you want to get in where you fit in, then make sure that you can get, I'll gift you the digital download of this deck. Okay, so you'll just have to send an email to join the community. Is that the one I'm using? jointhecommunitea@gmail.com, or you can just click the link, whichever email, either jointhecommunitea@gmail.com or 336 Tarot and Oracle @gmail.com. That way you can get a digital download. I'm still giving that away for free. Okay, And so every month, every day for the month of July, so go on ahead and get ready. Every day for the month of July, I'll be pulling a card. I'll be posting it in the TU community. And then we'll be using that to write our affirmations for the day. And I'll also be I'll be sending out push notifications. So make sure you include your phone number, because I'll be sending out accountability reminders via push messaging. Okay, so make sure you sign up for that. Download the app, get in the TU community. Newsletter is coming, but for now I want to focus on, come on, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. I will tell y'all, when I went and picked this deck up from my daughter's house, this was the card that was at the bottom. Okay, this was the card that was at the bottom, which was is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. This is literally the card that was when I opened up the deck. This is a card that was at the bottom, so I received that. I'm so glad we're doing it again for July. Yes, I'm still going for June. We're gonna finish out if you complete it for June, but for July, I will have make sure you get in the TU community. Some of you, if you have already purchased TU, you have a link. I've already sent it to you. And when you sign up and you subscribe, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the website. You should get an invite, because I thought I set it up where you would get an invite to the mobile app automatically. So make sure you check your emails for that. Because you should get an automatic email that tells you to sign up or download the app and join us on Spaces. But yes, I'll be sending out accountability reminders and push notifications. Hey, Jay Kazi Nim. Look, Jay Kazi, and I just got an email about that as well. So yes, I just saw you jump in, because it'll send, you can turn your notifications on or off so that you're notified anytime something is posted. So y'all make sure y'all go and download the app. Okay, that's it. Y'all, that's it. Until the message in the morning on the spirituality. Y'all hydrate your soul and things, drink your water, say your gratitude. Thank y'all so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes. Thank y'all so much for sharing the message. So we can get these messages from the Lord out to as many people as possible. And tomorrow, we didn't use this morning's message. We will be using it in the morning. We're going to pull a scripture in the morning. But I also use those for the daily messages for tomorrow that post on TikTok as well. So y'all stay tuned for that. Turn your notifications on so you're notified anytime I go live or post a video. And that's it, y'all. That is it. Hydrate your soul and things, drink your water, say your gratitude. Have a fantastic and an amazing rest of your day in purpose and on purpose. And I will see y'all in the morning. Make sure you go get in the TU community. Okay, I love y'all in real life. I will see y'all in the morning. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. Okay, that's it for that. Love y'all. Bye, y'all.